Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. These are scriptures on mercy. I do not own the rights to this music. Mercy, compassion or forgiveness shown toward someone whom it is within one's power to punish or harm. It can mean leniency, clemency, compassion, grace, or pity. I will read the King James Version first and then the Amplified Version of John chapter 8, verses 3 through 11. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, they say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery, in the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned. But what sayest thou? This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. When Jesus had lifted up himself, and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Have no man condemned thee? She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. The Amplified Version of John chapter 8, verses 3 through 11. Now the scribes and Pharisees brought a woman who had been caught in adultery. They made her stand in the center of the court. And they said to him, Teacher, this woman has been caught in the very act of adultery. Now, in the law Moses commanded us to stone such women to death. So what do you say to do with her? What is your sentence? They said this to test him, hoping that they would have grounds for accusing him. But Jesus stooped down and began writing on the ground with his finger. However, when they persisted in questioning him, he straightened up and said, He who is without any sin among you, let him be the first to throw a stone at her. Then he stooped down again and started writing on the ground. They listened to his reply, and they began to go out one by one, starting with the oldest ones, until he was left alone, with the woman standing there before him. In the center of the court, straightening up, Jesus said to her, Woman, where are they? Did no one condemn you? She answered, No one, Lord. And Jesus said, I do not condemn you either. Go, from now on, sin no more. The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.